Let me start by asking you something. If you played Arc Raiders, have you ever noticed how completely different the game feels depending on whether you queue solo or as a trio? It's almost like two parallel universes sitting inside the same timeline. And each mode, basically, solos and duos and trios, it has their own personality, it has its own social behavior. The more time I spend in this game, the more this contrast really stands out, and I think the community really has started to notice it. It is one of the strangest and most fascinating dynamics in any extraction shooter right now. When you load into a solo run, something interesting kinda happens. The world feels quieter, not because there's less danger, but because the danger becomes sharper and more personal. Every sound matters, every corner matters, every encounter becomes a social experiment. You don't know who you will meet, and you do not know what kind of energy they will bring. And the community has been talking about this for months. Solo play tends to produce a lot more friendly outcomes, a lot of spontaneous alliances, strange cooperative moments, and a lot of funny moments that happen, and you see all the Twitter clips and stuff. Solo play tends to produce that, and it's kind of nice. Like, it's little pockets of humanity that come out of nowhere. And you run into someone, you hesitate, you crouch, you say, "Don't shoot!" And we just run by each other. Peekaboo!
Hey, don't shoot! Don't shoot!
Okay. We literally just walk by each other. Like, just silently agree to exist in the same space without violence. We just scream, "Don't shoot," walk by each other, and just go our separate ways. It feels like an emergent story generator where tension mixes with hope, and those rare moments of trust feel huge because nobody expects them. Solo experience is really peaceful and nice, but I am not much of a solo player. I like to play with friends. I love to play with friends. It's kind of cool because I have friends to play with, which is kind of rare nowadays. And I would definitely love to have more players to play with, so if you haven't already joined the Discord, let's play some Arc Raiders together. But anyway, when I queue into solos, the game just suddenly loads into like a literal alternate identity. The friendlier side of humanity kind of evaporates. Everyone is a threat. Teams are coordinated. People ping aggressively, left, right, and center. You hear bullets flying. Fights break out much faster because squads naturally escalate situations. You see a bunch of Raider flares in the sky. When 3 people run into another group of 3 people, diplomacy is not the first thought. It's rare to see a very neutral outcome, but we do have some occasionally. I'm gonna roll a clip of that happening right now.
Okay.
You're welcome. We gone. Go have a good raid, brother.
Thanks.
Hey, I like that guy. That was pretty cool.
Hey, yeah, it's all fun and games till they shoot us on our back. Watch your backsides. Yeah, I think I messed up.
Why are we out here? Still.
Go.
I'm getting hit by a sniper. Hey, make sure everyone's in first. Hey, watch out for that sniper.
Get in.
He's down.
I'm calling it. I'm calling it.
No.
Wait, no, don't call it.
Wait, who's down? Okay. No, I'm good.
Call. Okay, call it.
Alright,
I'm calling it
now.
Call it now.
I am.
Hey, all 3 of them are in here.
Alright, we got out.
Alright, sick. That's stressful.
Not bad. It's just completely different. It's a different kind of experience. This is like the typical extraction shooter experience that you get. Tarkov, Hunt Showdown, Arena Breakout Infinite, Gray Zone Warfare, all these extraction shooters. It's literally shoot first, ask questions later. And I think Arc Raiders as a duos and trios lobby, it becomes that mostly. Not all the time, mind you, not all the time. But most of the time it is PvP, so there's a simple fact that trios create friction. Loot splitting becomes a real factor, timing becomes stricter, expectations drift towards efficiency. And you move this free-form survival experiment into a much more predictable flow where PvP is almost guaranteed. It is fun in its own way, but it loses that emergent magic that solo has. The game itself even pushes this separation through enemy scaling and pacing. When I'm alone, the world feels enormous and dangerous, and when I'm with 2 others, the world feels more like a battleground, and everything is louder, everything is faster and more decisive. It becomes more like a playground. It's almost like Arc Raiders secretly hosts 2 genres under one roof. It's really cool. And the funny thing is that this contrast is the exact reason that the game does not need a pure PvE mode. The solo environment already produces the closest thing to PvE that the game could ever offer, but with a twist you can't replicate in a controlled mode. PvE is very controlled, and it's not here. The tension, the unpredictability, the moment where you meet another solo and both of you basically just agree to coexist for a little while, you can't script that. You can't design that. You can't queue for that in the menu. Of course, there's going to be some traitors, there's going to be some betrayal, you're going to die, it's going to be frustrating, but frustration is just part of the extraction shooter genre. If you don't lose your gear, where's the risk? If you don't get betrayed, where's the risk? But you know, that is the beauty of Arc Raiders, that is the beauty of extraction shooters. The players themselves create the mood. The systems are flexible enough that the community fills in the gaps with behavior you simply will not see in any other game. And it's rare, very rare to have a game where the mechanics and psychology of the player base, it blends together in a way that it is rare. It's very rare to have a game where the mechanics and the psychology of the player base blends together in a way that feels very organic. It's impossible to copy, basically. So Embark, kudos to you. You made something that people will not be able to replicate. Of course, the footage you see in the background mostly is just like fighting and just random shenanigans, but it is what it is. That's what the game mostly is. It's just fun. And if you're not having fun, change your mindset. I want you guys to give it a proper chance. I made a video saying that PvE shouldn't be in the game. It really shouldn't. Even as a separate mode, it will break the whole system. But that's a whole different topic. If you guys want that video, just let me know in the comments and I'll make it for you guys. But that is why I wanted to make the video in the first place, is the solo and trios experience, to talk about how different these two experiences are and how the solo side of Arc Raiders creates some of the most memorable moments in the entire genre without needing a dedicated PvE mode. The game already provides that through its own natural dynamics. It's a gem, and I hope people appreciate what they have while it's still fresh. Anyway, for this video here today, I'm done. Thank you guys for listening to my rant. If you want to join the membership program, help me eat a little bit better food than a piece of bread with sometimes water. Can I put some peanut butter and jelly on my sandwich? You guys will be the judge of that. If you want to help me eat a little bit better, join the membership program. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace!